Okay guys, I'm gonna make my own separate video. I covered some of this in another one earlier today, but this is gonna be a little more in depth on the camber bushing replacement for an F-150. Okay, I had ordered that one. That's like 3.5 degrees. Correction, it says right on the top. 4x2, 3.5. And all this is on top of the spindle. There's like a little ball joint. So the old one is in here and it's loose, but it's got that tab right there. So I don't know if I'll be able to get this out with, but it comes out relatively easy. I sprayed it good with PB Blaster and all that in the weeks up to this. So it comes out, it's not terribly difficult. Probably this last little bit I ain't gonna be able to get with one hand. So I might put the phone down to do this. All right, so what it is the new ones don't have that tab in there. So what you got to do when you first get it off, get it under here, is there's a through bolt, 15mm head, 18mm nut, and that goes through there. That little tab right there is what the bolt goes through. The new ones don't have that, and they've got a wrench at the top, so you can turn it. You can turn it like so, and the way you turn it changes your camber and your caster. So it's got to be done at a shop. You can kind of get her somewhat close here at the yard, but eventually you're gonna have to take it in to get it done professionally. Guys with real tools for alignment. So what I did before I started, I laid this up against the rim. This long side is for 17 inch. It's just a cheapo level from Lowe's, and then I put this on there. It's a digital inclinometer. And I put it on there and it said I had 86.5 degrees of angle on it. So I figured, well, if I want the tire standing straight up, I need to get a 3.5 degree bushing. And they make them, they sell them on Rock Auto. They're like 15, 20 bucks each. And they got them in different increments from half, 1, 1.5, 2, so on. I probably should have got the 2.5 one because that would have brought it back to like, it wouldn't be straight up and down, but still have some camber. So we'll try these out, see if we can make them work. If not, like I said, it's 20 bucks. They don't take but an hour at the most to change them. Just jack it up, pop the tire off, pull that bolt out. On the other side, of course, the bolt was in from the back, so when I tried to take the bolt out, it wouldn't come out, so I had to take the caliper off, and then, you know, how that works. So, like I said, overall, it's pretty easy. Just stuff's rusted up. If you're going to know you're going to be doing it, spray it with a PB Blaster ahead of time, or, you know, whatever your favorite kind of lube for that sort of thing. And it goes pretty good. It's not horrible. I'll probably got to pay more to get it aligned than I will for parts. All right, that's about a wrap on this. I'm going to finish this up and get her back on the road, see how it drives. Appreciate y'all. All right, so we got the new one installed, and I thought I'd show you a quick little demonstration here, if I can, how that thing moves around. Get it on, like I said, you rotate it. I don't have a wrench big enough, so I got to use a pressure wrench for this. But you rotate that, get it where you. It's got a little diagram in the instructions telling you roughly where it's going to be, so that's helpful. Just got to make sure you kind of pay attention, because like the way it is for the driver's side, it's going to be the complete opposite of what it is for the passenger side. So once you get it where you want it, you put the pinch bolt through there and tighten her up, torque it, whatever it's supposed to be. I'm not sure what that is. I just put the ugga-duggas to it and be good to go. You're probably gonna have to get your toe adjusted if nothing else, because it's, you know, it's moved around some. But that's it. It's pretty easy. was really dreading it. I hadn't heard of these things until Chad mentioned it to me when I had the when he did the rear end gears for me, because I was thinking I was gonna have to get like new drop spindles or else put the stock springs back in. But these things are like pretty cool. They work out really well, and like I said, it's relatively easy. Just make sure to get it ahead of time, get it lubed up so the stuff comes apart. These, like I said, I sprayed them with PB Blaster when I first got the truck. I went underneath it and sprayed everything, and it paid off because everything so far I've had to take off, knock on wood, it's been no issues. Everything's come apart real easy. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up and put her up on the YouTube. Appreciate y'all. Later on.